Daddy K is back. A very good morning to you all. This is what I love to do, and I like to see your faces. From tomorrow, this show is going to take a two different dimension. One, you will be able to phone in. I couldn't get that setting on today, but by tomorrow, I'll give you a dedicated line where you can contribute to this program from wherever you are in the world. And if the phone call is going to be free, it's the same data you have now. You can call us on WhatsApp. A very good morning to you all. Today is the 28th of July, 2025. The reason I know is because 26 was the event day. Well, it was an opening. We happened to showcase Nigeria to the best of our abilities, and we've done what we do. As you know, this on right here on the African Renaissance Television, what we do is shows like that. We have about 3 lineup for you this year. I can't wait to see that. But let me quickly bring in Asaba because they've been in charge of the show. Huh?
Good morning.
Milo and Bonvita. I don't understand this one. Picnic and Bonvita.
No, Milo and Pick Milk.
Milo and Picnic.
Yes.
Wow. The combination will go give what is the name?
My creamy tea.
Creamy tea. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Anyway, a very good morning, man. It's a wonderful day, and we are here and we're back on this show. I'm happy to be with you guys. It was a terrible week, and sometimes you don't want to organize event, but like Tinubu said, when you ask for it, you handle it, you take it, you don't complain, you don't cry about it. Well, back today, yes, back today, I want us to take a look at something I call, in fact, I want to be careful. When you have prestige over progress, we're going to take a look at that in detail. But let's first take a look at the black man. Who is the black man or the black woman? If you look around the world, we scattered around the world today. We have black men in the Caribbean, women, black men and women in the United States. They are 50 something million now. Black people in the United States alone. In the UK, I'm sure we're up to 4 million black people in the UK. Will be more. The Caribbean is all black people. Africa is the home of black people. Just to take a look at what we're speaking about. But the question I ask is, of what influence has the black man in the world today? I'm going to talk much. I really want you guys to think about this. I don't want us to lament. Maybe look at what we can celebrate and then begin to ask ourselves questions. The last time we made a very big comment on this show. You cannot have independence if you cannot feed yourself. You will remain a slave if all you do is go to people to beg. A beggar is a slave. The question I ask is, what happened to the entrepreneurial spirit of the black man? Why is the black man not being able to take control of his you see? Let's analyze the black man. Let's take a look at it. So first, we're going too far. The white people, when they came to Africa, they saw men. What they left is people like us. We call it they left genetic garbage. When I use that word, people in Africa get angry. Because when they came, they were taking the hefty men away. Have you seen a short man in America? Usain Bolt, you see how they are. Have you seen the American sprinters? Because they took their parents. They were the best among us. So they left genetic garbage, maybe. Maybe that's what we're seeing now. Even though I'm confused, I'm going to say that. I know it's an insult to say people, some are genetic garbage. Yeah. Look at people, small people like us. These were not the makeup of Africa. We were huge. Go to America. That's why when you see the 100-meter race, the Boston of those days were run by who? By the black. That would have been so good to say, oh, we are black. My confusion is, They saw potential that we have strength. And they took us and we helped them to build America and the rest of Europe today. What has the remaining black man been able to do? Okay, let's put it this way. Even in America today, the black people have been freed for some time now. I'm still looking for that entrepreneurial spirit. And do you know why I want to take this home first? Let me come to the United Kingdom. I'm here to see what the black man is able to do in the United Kingdom. I'm angry. Like I said a few days ago, when I make a comment here, people get confused. And I'm going to challenge them again. Couldn't say that on my show. That when I enter any filling station, it's not English people there in London. They're Indians. You see most of the big shops in the UK today, most of them are not even run by the English people. They are immigrants. Indians have taken the place. Like I said, they've even produced a prime minister in the UK. I'm happy in America we produce a president. But where is the black man position in the world? You see, when you produce a president, you produce a prime minister, it's not the strength. The strength of the black man is who controls the economy. The power is in the economy. The power is not in how much blow you can blow. If it's the blow, then we would have been running America because they took us to have more strength. You see that? That's why they took us to come and work for them. If somebody that doesn't have power as you physically can take you to work for him, then you are a stupid man. Meaning you have physical, you don't have this mental. Is that the position of the black man? I may be wrong. I want to be corrected because I'm getting scared. That our position in the world is yet to be defined by us. I want to look around the United Kingdom and see black-owned banks, for instance. You know, there's a time if you go online and say black businesses in the UK. The kind of things you see, it's a shame. Okay, maybe the reason I'm so quiet is that, but there are some top businesses like the owner of Gatwick Airport. We were told that he's a Nigerian, it's a black man. I don't see that on the map. You understand? So there are some key things like that. So I want to be careful as I navigate this topic, not to insult those people. But do you know, on the surface, from what the ordinary layman that controls the street economy, the black man is missing. Like I said, even as low as to the ordinary GP. In the UK, they know what I call GP, general practitioner, the people that treat you, your first primary health care. You hardly see the one owned by a black man. 90% of what you see, they are owned by the Indian. I don't compare British now, because if I say British, you say it's your own land. But the Indians were brought here, who have been here. The Jamaicans came in during the Windrush with the Indians. In fact, when I say black man, I'm not looking at Nigeria, I'm talking of the black. As of today, the post offices in the United Kingdom, if not the one I know in London, go in there, you see people working there, they are Indian. Why would they employ you? Why would an Indian go and bring a black man to come and be working there? It's their own. They can hire who they want to hire. No matter law you say that their own people is not qualified, they're going to bring in their own people, even down to Tesco. They owning it now. Maybe something is wrong that we need to correct. Now let's push this back to Africa. This is where you guys are more familiar. In Africa today, let me call it the largest real estate. You know what is real estate? The foundation of real estate is land. We have land. LAND is the richest of all. When you talk of wealth, the most sustained wealth in this planet is the land. That is what God gave to you. God gave us abundance of land. And it's not just land, my brother. when I define land in law, land means just the surface of the earth, what is beneath it, and what is above it to its particular level. So when I say land, I'm not saying of ordinary surface. That's why we have oil that is being pumped from the Nigerian state for years now. Angola, oh God. In fact, when they came, they don't want to go. The Chinese are coming now. The land God gave to you. My question to the black man is, what have you done with what God has given you? You want to go to church? Yeah. You want to call on God? Like I always say, you go and disturbing God. God gave you what He didn't even give to them. God, now, from what I have described so far, if you agree, God gave you natural strength. Physical. That's why you were taken as slave. Now you've been used to build another man's land. Good for you. Clap for yourself. Number two, God gave you natural estate. It cannot be better. The estate God gave you, in fact, He didn't give it to them. The only reason you still feed in Africa is see God and people watering the estate for you. Because if rain not fall for Nigeria, people won't go die for hungry, go be million. They don't wait for water here to rain to fall to water their plants. They water their own plants. No, now they disturb God. When I talk, I'm saying a lie. Engineer, we do not wait for rain to fall on the crops here. It's alien to us. They say rain not fall, so the plants could not are suffering. Or there is famine in Europe because there's no rain. Who does that? But there was famine in Ethiopia because there was no rain. And guess what? In your office, there's water everywhere. That's the water to water plants. You guys don't know what it is. Now the water is coming to even kick your asses at home. The water should flood out the whole place because you guys don't know what to do with the water. You're still waiting for God to bring water to water the plant. Look at River Etu. Look at River Niger. The Nigeria is run with rivers. All you need to do is run water from there and water the plant. If rain not fall, we not go eat.
Adike, this waiting on God did not start today. Even during the time of our forefathers, we always celebrate when rain comes, when rain falls.
Exactly.
They always celebrate because they know that a good harvest will be coming. So at that time, there was nothing like AI to even measure water for them. And they were doing well with farming.
Evelyn, that was then. A lot of people died. You know why God? You see, let me use the word, Evelyn. There was a time God gave you manners. God brought manners then because there was the natural earth was lacking. People were going to starve, so manna fall from heaven. Because God don't want to keep dropping manners. That's why He now gave you enough water around you. So if it doesn't fall from up, you can take it from there, Evelyn. So if the rain does not fall water, the water is there. Do you need a rocket scientist to say that the same water that is falling from up is the same water in the sea, in the river near you? How can it be so difficult to take the water that is near you? You're waiting for God to bring water first. Yes, that is how our forefathers live. But that was how their forefathers live here too. But I believe they've overcome that. They didn't wait for God. That's why they don't go to church and disturb God every Sunday. About things they can do. Now we disturb God about things we can. You know the funniest why this is so painful? What God gave to the black man, He did not give it to the rest. Have you seen what we have as deposit, mineral deposit on the surface of the African soil? Nigeria now only oil we don't steal. They just told me about gold in most of the states. On those states is blessed with what you use to tie roads. Tell me what God has not given to you people. If not strength, see engineer, see Evelyn. Una not find rich, una not get power rich. if we were weak people, they will not take us as slaves to come and build their place. You know what they did? And that's why I gave you an example now. Have you seen a short American? Have you seen American guys? They always tall because those guys are they took the hefty men. You know what it is to survive the being in the ship. Cheat on yourself till you reach America. So it was this healthy men, the strong men that got there. That's why you see all of them very tall today. That's why they do 100 meters race. Have you seen anybody that can try 100 meters race? It will not happen. You cannot be the black man in the 100 meters race. Try it now. The white man will try and run. Not go to run reach white black man. Where are they coming from? They're in America, they're in the Caribbean. Because these were slaves. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, my concern today is the level of our entrepreneur, our ability to own things, to take responsibilities. It's like we're so much relying on God, who has done everything for us. I'm asking you now, is there anything that God has given to them that they give to you? That's why I'm confused. But why are you the same person disturbing God every Sunday and every Friday? You're not even disturbing God for what He has not given to you. You are telling God to bring down the rain when there's river.
Well, Chris, quite an obsession for Nigeria. I say quite an obsession for Nigeria that you have, and so do us here. And of course, when you look at the situation, I was listening vividly, and it talks about the issue of the colonialists coming to take the best of our men as slaves. And when they got to the Americas, they became role models. Why? Because, of course, we're more enterprising. Blacks are more enterprising, more energetic. And
no, we're not enterprising.
I'm leading us somewhere. I'm talking of the slaves that went to America and became role models. Now the difference is this: they went to a society that was working. They went to a society that had everything.
Are you saying that we don't have the intellectual capability to have a society that works? Because now you're confusing me.
I am not insulting. We are both preferring solutions and reasons. They went to a society that was working, that had organized institutions. The institutions that are constitutionally binding and where rules are obeyed. And of course, they had an environment that supports and improves their innate qualities and innate talents. Vis-a-vis what we have here in Africa. In Africa, we have limited our scope, especially in areas of entrepreneurship. We have put over dependence on our colonial masters, who are supposed to even be our slaves, because we're more gifted, we're more intellectual. We have put all our hopes. Now, how can you loot from Africa and go and help develop America or develop Dubai? Go to UAE, for example. Majority of the investments are not Arabs. Majority of the lounges and the investment are from Africa, mostly Nigerians. We are refusing to develop from home. Now we talked about having natural resources, and you really psyched me. Yes, there are a lot of bitumen, and in Ondo State, Ekiti State, we have a lot of stone deposit rocks in Ukwila, in Auchi area, and that is why the cement factory was cited.
Scholar TV, near her state, Mary State, Enugu, Chako.
Enugu. They are cold, yes, depth, so much coal deposit.
They call it coal city.
Yes, it will shock you. Daddy Chris, it will shock you that the minister for solid minerals, and apparently they came 2 years ago to IBAB. What I'm going to tell you right now, it will shock you. That coal was first discovered in Delta State, in Ibabu, close to Obonkpa. They didn't tell me. I went there. We did interview. It was first discovered before coal was discovered in Enugu. What happened? The explorers, the people that wanted to explore, came. Communal disagreement made them, because Ibabu and Obonkpa, they are so close. They're like Okpan and Asaba, like Efrun and Wari. Now they refuse these people to explore those that coal until this company came, brought minister in partnership with the Ministry of Federal Solid Minerals. That was when the explorers now went to Enugu. When they held Enugu, equally had deposits of coal. So at times when you look at Africans, we have to put that limit ourselves. Glad
So,
I saw
what
deposits.
you're saying now, so we see how the coal is still there. It's not gone.
It is still there. One company is exploring, an indigenous company, large deposits of coal in Ibabu, in Delta State, just in Ogbongpa. Large deposits. I went there. I could send you some of the video, some of the pictures much later. Large deposits. Like you said, we have so many natural resources. But but our policies are, I don't know where to put this blame, but more on the people in leadership. Because they have helped to limit, they love the kind of slavery that even in Nigeria, we are still slaves to the political leaders. Besides being slaves, being colonized by our colonial masters, we are still slaves to the political leaders in terms of policies, in terms of how can we depend solely on a mono economy with the vast natural resources. We can't depend on a mono economy. What is agriculture wasting? What is tourism wasting them? What is solid mineral mining wasting? We have a minister of solid mineral that is not doing anything. No proactive measure in how to lift the economy. Go to Zamfara. This banditry fight is because of natural resources that people are exploiting and killing people in the north, besides kidnapping and all that. We have large deposits of coal in Zamfara, in northeast. Even in Niger State, when I was there were large deposits of coal. People come to mine coal. And you can imagine that was almost 40 years ago. And you can imagine how it is that this thing has been there and we have not annexed it. Everybody is centered on oil. What is agriculture? Why are we not exporting? There should be food sufficiency. You can't be buying a bunch of plantain. I bought one in the office now, 12,000. I mean, what for what? This is what you buy 2,000. If we were producing, there was so much production, that should not be more than 1,500 because of the forces of demand and supply. But because there's no production, that's why the prices are high. So until we go into production, I'm angry.
Yes, you see, I said, you know why this is so painful? We're looking at the position of the black man. I want to see God looking at us. Now, when we talk among ourselves, sometimes we look as foolish champions. Those local champions, leave them alone first. I want to take their mind out of that comfort zone and look at how God is judging the world. God has created different races. The ones I can tell you, there's a white race. We have the Asians. We have the Chinese. They look different. And then the black man. The black man is everywhere. It's only the black man that has been taken as slaves. More. It was the Arab that first took us as slaves. Now, all we see now, the slaves we can see are the ones in the United States and in Europe and the Caribbean. But the first people that took us as slaves were the Arabs. You know what they're doing to us, Ebony? When they take slaves, they will incarcerate us so that we don't make more children. That's why we don't have black people in the Arab world today. The little ones we see are the one when he gives some of their women belly. So you see some miss. When you see the Arab, they miss. And if you see when they came to Africa, there was a time they were taking a lot of our women. That's why you see the Somalians, they are more Miss Africans and Arab, black and Arab. It's what you see there. Because sex will take place. There will be sex. But you know what I'm interested in is this. I'm just asking, I'm putting myself in the position of God and see how much God has given to us. Physically, we got it. You see, what we are fighting with, engineers talking about mono economy. The only thing we are living on is only one tiny deposit of what God has given to Nigeria. A tiny, small oil. Evelyn, a tiny of oil drop. When they drop for only Niger Delta, now the whole country take the fit so. If we look at what God has deposited on our soil, I call it the natural estate. It's amazing. There's a country called Congo. In fact, Nigeria not get rich there. Congo is so blessed, but it's still the most deprived country in the world, the poorest in this world. So you ask yourself, can people so blessed with physical, when I say physical now, mentally too, the black man was blessed. Yeah. He said that if you know at a point in time, man, we'll come go to Juju for my place. If I said something they worry us, they say, okay, now something we do that time. Make the whole community go to the Juju, may we go lose the Juju, make the cost come up our body. Is there a cost on us black people? That one are not there, so because God couldn't have given you all these things. The physical, the mental, and the natural estate. Better than Europe, and you are hungry. Now you're going to the same people to give you food. No, maybe Evelyn, I'm confused. Maybe you guys can educate me more. Do you agree that what God gave the black man, he didn't give it to anybody? Because if he has given it to anybody else, they don't need you to come and work in there. There are so many things the black man will leave. If you don't know, that is why the bossing, the race, when it comes to the field of play, no black, they get with this sport when the black man or you go they do, or you go wrong. But where's the black man in the world? You never know. When music started and black people start to sing, when the Michael Jackson entered singing in the United States, they took it over. But who controls the economy of the music world? No black man. Now we don't enter Hollywood. When I see Tyler Perry, I dance and dance. You know what I say? When I see Tyler Perry, all I do is I dance and dance and dance. I'm not interested in your talent if you cannot convert it to wealth. It's a wasted talent. You know, let me use the word. Your talent is wasted if you cannot convert it to wealth. As I believe, find it so. If we not bring the king from her, now where's now? Every go give us many like her. Because we are meant to reproduce. God gave us the capability. But the black man ain't converting his talent.
But Daddy K, why is Tyler Perry, why is it succeeding? Because it's the system that is working, right? Yeah. Everything is going on well. Yeah, in Nigeria, even the people we give power to be in charge of the resources, things we have, if they are not doing well, if they are not managing well, how will the people even have the mind to want to explore more?
Tyler Perry not get the market when Nigerian filmmaker get. Wait, not talk. Tyler Perry not get the market when Nigerian filmmaker get. Tyler Perry struggle to create a market in the United States when nobody wants to see the black man. Unlike you, when you make a film in Africa, you have 1.4 billion people to watch it. You know what is the limitation? Now, do you know what's happening now? Everybody will want to pair with an African musician today, like Burna Boy. Go and look at the followings of musicians today. You find that the Africans will have more. Even the American stars. Go and look at the following online. The Africans will get more because we are more people. They relate more to us. It's a Nigerian man stand a chance to do something greater than the man that is in the slave land. Sorry, they are in the slave land. We are in the slave land here. I'm not recognized here. I'm more recognized in Nigeria. That's my home. These people can relate to me everything I say. I can only say one or two things here. And I wonder, you see, when I started the show, I wonder why we don't have, I asked a question one day. We'll come to the United Kingdom. We'll be here for years now. You can't see a bank owned by the black man. And that is where it starts. When you don't have access to finance, you cannot do anything. Guess what happened? And I'm crying on that one. Nigeria now grow themselves. They manage to suffer. They make small movies because the movies are going on VHS. It went on VCD. It went on DVD. You understand? Then the internet came. Netflix saw some energy there. They invaded it. It's an invasion. You know what? Who is not going to make the money? It's Netflix. Who is producing the film? Nigerians. When you sold your destiny, and it comes down to this. What is lacking? When I found out there is the Nigerian filmmaker lack finance. And
Very
the money is with them. You have the money with you, but individually, this one they drag go, they don't lose. But if they are come together, there's no amount of money they are looking for to make the greatest film in the world that they cannot get. So at least you are talking of Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is a lonely man. He only struggled, and Tyler Perry's success is going nowhere because it's going to fade away.
And Chris, we're looking at, you'll say, all you have just said is a reflection of what most of our reggae musicians have talked about, and even our own indigenous Fela Nicola Kokuti has said, mental slavery. We have enslaved ourselves mentally. There's a mental vacuum in the mindset of the average black man. You see, you speak like a white man, and a Nigerian, truly a reformed Nigerian, because you are exposed. A lot of people are not exposed to even those in political office to understand most of these things, how practicable and how workable and how transformational it is. Look at Argentina; they don't have oil. They export beef. They export beef. Understand that they are exporting beef. Now,
thank you, engineer. Beef.
I'm going somewhere. They don't have oil. Yeah, they export beef. So what do? We have a lot of ranches. We have Fulani herders moving around. Can the government? Is it out of place? As much as we are in this country, can't we export beef? Can't we export cattle?
Engineer, our insecurity is the Fulani man looking for grass to feed his beef. And now they it's a blessing to us. Benway and the Fulani biggest blessing in Nigeria.
You build ranches for them. Look at Holland, for example. Besides oil that they export dairy products, milk. What do we do? What are we doing? They export dairy products. Look at Brazil, sugarcane, palm. These are not oil. I'm talking of.
The question I asked again is, what is wrong with the black man? Because if Nigeria don't take this leadership, we are in trouble. You know what would have happened?
How can we look at?
Yes, go on.
How can we look at Nigeria and think we can, with over 300 million people, and we think we can survive alone on a mono economy based on oil, proceeds of oil? Because do you know we are not even maximizing? Look at, we are flaring gas. Gas is wasting. What is the liquefied natural? Look at what.
We have a problem here.
Gas, we are flaring gas. Look at most of the refineries, they are flaring gas. Instead of compressing this gas and transforming it to a source of energy and let it be sellable, we're wasting it. And so many other
engineer, you are looking at the local economy now. That one is not. That's the biggest challenge I even have today. The challenge I have right now, my guy, is you see. Oh, maybe that's why I cry to Marcus Garvey. What you see here is we are scattered and we are lost.
Yes.
Now, the message will be, what do we bring in these Africans home?
God, they're taken away from us. Not willing.
They will.
Okay, most of them are not willing to.
They will come. They will come if we have leadership. Marcus Garvey, when Marcus Garvey got to the United States, they were everywhere. Black men have no place in the world. He was able to put them together. What is missing is Nigeria lacking leadership to bring the black race back home. And when we can come back, we don't say physically come home and stay. When everybody wants more money, it's a time when you see the black man with the resources. You know, Evelyn, let me tell you this. If you even embark on a say, let these people come and do holiday at home for free. No visa, you come to Nigeria. Actually, we welcome you because you are Nigerian. We're going to give you your passport. Let's start with that. Because they are Nigerians. They are Africans. Whatever they are. The Caribbean man owns Africa equally like you. The father must have sold them, but that land doesn't belong to you alone. It belongs to them too. The least we can do is encourage them, come and have your passport. You know what will happen? If we open the passport route for them now, very many will come and take the passport. As they come, you see them a poor small land. But that is a wasted land because that's where all the bad agreement took place. The land is useless, it's not used. Give them places. Free. This was taken from your father. Take it back. You are dragging them home. Guess what they will do? They will build a small house. It doesn't cost them. The money we use to build house in Nigeria will not buy a house here. Will not even buy a stone. In Nigeria, where you can build house with only 30 million. 30 million naira is 50,000 pounds. It's no money. So they begin to build. As they go home to do holiday, okay, let me take my wife, go do my holiday for home. They will build one small business that will feed them. Before you know, they will bring their resources to come and see that there's something in the soil. The knowledge they have, you don't have it. Because as far as I know, you don't even know what is on the bottom of your soil. Nigerians don't know what they are working on top. On top, they are working on gold. Ah, it hurts. We are working on top of wealth. If Oyibo come, it go bring them out. They'll come show us again. Be like somebody come to your house. You see the feed, you get beautiful evening for house. You know the feed the treasure. Another man comes say, I said this get fine. He can't buy my, he can't buy belly. He can't see. You know, oh, now he can't see a fine girl. So you know, see a fine girl since. No, that's exactly what we have. The land is so blessed. We've lacked the capacity. The mental capacity. Do you know the people that love Africa more? Those here. It said those of you in Africa even hate Africa. You want to come to Europe. But those people here want to come. You see the paradox? Those people in Jamaica, you see Bob Marley say, Africa unite. He said, how good and how... Oh God, Marcus Garvey, his mission was to take everybody home. He said, we are coming home. You guys are going out. Evelyn, I know you want to travel to Europe, but they want to come to Africa.
I'm there already.
You see?
Daddy Chris, you see something, and you remember you talked about the influx of Indian and Indian entrepreneurs in the UK. Nigeria could have gotten to that level where we would have had so much of Chinese, Indian, and Pakistani entrepreneurs. We had them during the oil boom and the agricultural revolution of the 70s and 80s. They started exiting this country in the 90s, especially with the coming of democracy. And a major concern here is this. We had restaurant. It was Indian restaurant and Pakistani restaurants in Nigeria. We had Indian in Warri, then we had Indian restaurant, we had Chinese restaurant, but all of them are gone because of policies, multi-taxation, bad policies of government, multi-taxation, insecurity, and yeah.
The Indian man is there to just take business and go home. You have so many black people here waiting to come home. They
are not ready. No, I'm trying to reference something. Even if it comes to do business and equally improves your economy. I'm not restricting entrepreneurship.
I hear what you say.
Yes, I'm not restricting.
You want to open it. You see, in fact, the African economy should be closed.
Our
to the
people
black
are.
I'm sorry.
We have mental. Okay, Daddy Chris, let me shock you. Let me
the
shock
black
you.
economy
Yes.
should be owned by the black man first.
Now let me shock you.
Okay.
Most of the in Asaba, for example, most of the big lounges you have right now, expensive eateries where you go, are owned by Indians, Lebanese. Most of them in Asaba, Nova restaurant, expensive place where you go to a bottle of beer is 4,000. Food about 15,000, 20,000. They say it's like a buffet. They serve it for maybe 4 people. you will not see. So why did we wait for these people to bring that innovation?
No, wait.
And,
Engineer, you just said something. So now that's a problem. You see where we are. The mistake our leaders are making is for a Lebanese not to shut his mouth in Nigeria. A lot of your brothers are here, Evelyn. They will come home with much innovation that you never think of. You know, I said there should be a cry for black people to come home because they will come home with all the innovations you're looking for.
Yes.
In fact, they will go into the soil and bring it out. They are angry. They are lost. They want a place they will call home. We've not given it back to them.
You want them to, the home you want them to come to is not even safe. So why would they want to come back?
Forget it. We are safe. Nigeria is insecurity.
I can someone be in a place that the system is working fine for him and he wants to come
we don't have insecurity in Nigeria. Evelyn, let me say this. There's no insecurity in Nigeria. You know why?
And you say we have because you are not here.
Let me finish. The Fulani man you said is kidnapping you. It's actually your biggest asset. Because if you give the Fulani man the right place, he will be making money for you. Your government is stupid. Engineer just said the people are exporting cow, beef. The beef is our problem because we don't know what to do with what God has given to us. You know, our blessing become a curse.
Exactly.
God gave you people that can rear cow. Is that not an asset? You all eat cow every day. You all eat beef every day. Are those people not an asset? How can those people be a problem? You should be asking yourself, how come that these people are now our problem? Because they are the ones we're saying they're kidnapping us. Our young people who are supposed to be giving us, Evelyn, our young people are supposed to be making us proud on the tech world. They are not doing Yahoo. Who are you blaming? Exactly. The young people who are looking for a way to survive? Or your government that refused to turn that talent into wealth for the common benefit of all of us. We need to sit down. The Nigerian African need to sit down. And there's going to be need for us to sit down. For some reason, I don't think my thing is plugged. Listen.
We still need to help ourselves. Why did Marcus Garvey succeed at that time? Because there was unity, right?
Exactly.
Unity, but as it is right now, we are divided.
Strongly
divided. That was supposed to be the strength of we Africans.
Yeah.
Wow. To be united, that is the only way we can succeed as Africans. Ethnic division, religious division. That's why we are having this issue with the elders and this, because with the mindset that this set of people are notorious and all that, and these other people feel this set of people are just who want to eat from where they not labor. So everybody have this mindset of we can never be one, and things will not work that way. There is no way it's going to work out if we don't come together. If we are not united, Nigeria cannot be a better place. People over here are looking for a way to move. They want to leave this country because it's not working. That the case is saying the black over there, they are willing to want to come home. No. I don't think so. Who want to leave a system that is working well,
a system that is not
and
working,
come down to somewhere that are not, their life is not even guaranteed. Their safety is not guaranteed. Who would want to do that? I think they will only want to come back to Nigeria if Nigeria is becoming a safer place. Or what do you think?
But definitely, that's just it. I mean, we need to look at the state of insecurity, most importantly, first and foremost. And there was something you talked about, the issue of, yes, lack of trust. That's the summary. People don't trust each other to even do business together again. I mean, that was not what used to happen in the 60s, in the 70s. There was trust. Look at Dangote today. It was Dan Tata that made him the uncle. There was trust. But now, even to allow family members be part of your business is a fear, because they can be the people that can bring you down. Yeah. That still say, it's a family, now just allow the matter die. You know, I mean, there's so much mistrust, and Marcus Garvey's template is based on unity. Marcus Garvey's template is based on unity.
There was no trust. The man met stiff resistance. We betrayed him.
Yes,
The same
definitely.
people that
That's
got
what,
him deported. You know, sir. The government, because we were fighting him, the government found their hands in him, and they deported him. He died here in England. Okay, let's not go into that. I'm just saying something. You guys are looking at it in a small way. I'm seeing the bigger picture. I understand where you are. You see the disappointment in people around you because you can see the place. You can see the local fight.
exactly.
But Mali said something. He said, see them want to be the star. So they fighting tribal wars. See them want to be the star. So they fighting tribal war. See, it's a tribal war. It's stupidity.
Yes.
You know what? Sometimes we will fight Muslim and Christian. Stupidity of the highest order. The Hausa man fighting the Yoruba man. Stupid to the core. Together, you guys gonna make great economy. You feed your children will have a destiny.
What does your region have? What's your major strength? Bring what you have. Bring what we. I mean, trade. The kind of trade that
I
sustains
have
us.
the opportunity to dance Hausa dance because I am in the same country with them.
Yes.
To eat their food, to even marry them, it's a blessing. It's not a curse. Nigeria is a blessing. Today, I could be married to, in fact, not that I'm not been married to an Igbo girl. You understand? And we go soon start now. We are never married. Now we don't start. But what I'm saying is, no, I've gone around. No, outside they go now. So when you go in that kind of state, you have that blessing. Otherwise, it's not alien, it's Nigerian. And you must see them as Africans. You know what is so painful? My message today is the black man is around the world. Sojourning around the world looking for a place to call a home. Their father's land, where we betrayed them from, is there. And if they can come home, Evelyn, the blessing, the thing we are looking for in Sokoto, they're home. You know, let me give I always call this story. When I look at the Bible, I use the Bible here. Joseph became the blessing. The one they sold, though, the children of Israel sold Joseph. It was Joseph that saved them in times of need. Maybe Africans should think like that. Maybe you should look at the Joseph of our time. The Joseph are around. They have the talent. God doing it. They got the resources. What is in your land that you cannot see, they can see it. Now, I can tell you in my village, there are so many things on the ground that they don't know is there. We need not one Ogara man. No, there's one Nigerian, one black man, maybe in America, that can help us to bring it up, and we'll all live in wealth. We need to beg them to come home. And they don't need to come and stay. We need to encourage them to come and even do. You see, there's my friend that was crying. They had these 2 duplex in Asaba. Twin duplex. He said that the Chris, if I die, the children I have in London, they will not even go home to go and sell the place and take the money. The children will not go and sell it. You know how a man in pain. The children are born here. They don't even go sell them. You know, somebody they go stay. That's where we are. The black children we have here, they will not come home to even come and sell what we have. If I don't get children, that's why I say some of my children don't come Europe. They say a lie. Because the ones here don't go home. With this reality, they won't go home. So the ones that make a bring her here again, not try. You know, I said the destiny, the world, God rotates the world in his own orbit. He has the way of doing it. The people leading Ogara today, were not the people there in power 10 years when I was a child. And after some time, these people will fade out. Another set of people will take over the power. Now, who knows that Boriwari will be governor? He was a street guy.
That decrease.
Yes, sir. We have a problem with people, but the problem is solvable. You know what I think of today? I woke up with the spirit of who the black man is, the potential of the black man, and how we can use this black man to bless the African continent. So we'll all be happy again. It's like some part of me has been taken away since. I need to bring it back so I can be full again. Somebody young.
Chris, you made mention.
Yeah, go on.
You made mention of people that people are ready to come home from Europe,
yes,
or UK, for example. I'm ready to come and work or to come and invest if things were right. But I want to reference something. Have you sat down to ponder? I was just thinking while you were talking. Yes, we need to encourage, but most of them, you know why most of them to be difficult? Most of them are part of the people that even kill this economy. Let me tell you something. Where are the children of Okotiebo, for example?
No,
they have sold.
Is a slave trader. No.
I'm coming. I'm leading us. I'm coming. It's a graduate. Daddy Chris, let me land. I'm going somewhere.
Okay, sir.
Where are the children of Edewo? Chief Edewo? Where's the children of Chief Esiso? Where are the children of Chief Sideso? Where are the children of PB Jeba? All these are big men that we're part of a leadership whose legacies, because you have said the same people that were ruling Ogara in the 60s are not the people now. Most of these are children. Look at Sonny Odogun in Asaba, for example. Most of the children, mainly the patriarch dies. They sell off all the properties, all the legacies, and they head up to where it is working. Yes, they head to Europe. They don't want to have anything to do with Nigeria again. And because even their parents were part, yes, their parents were part of the people that put us in the condition that we are today. So it's a very complex. It's a complex. Nigeria is a complexity of
yes, of a lot of the people I'm looking for. You're getting it wrong. The people you are seeing,
yes.
Look, yes, the people you're seeing are actually the local people. It's like you're telling the Nigerian in Europe to come home and fix Nigeria. He doesn't understand what I'm saying.
Exactly.
The people that want to come home are the Jamaicans who have been displaced for years, who have lived in a land that is not their own. Nigerians are just hungry idiots who want food on the table. They don't have understanding, no single understanding. I can't do anything with the Nigerian in Europe. Sorry,
that is what I want to
hear. They don't have it. If you want to talk to the true black man, it's not a Nigerian that came here. Have you ever seen me call a Nigerian that's my role model here? It's because you people would have remained enslaved and Michael Garvey will not come up. Was he a Nigerian? It was Michael Garvey that infused liberty in the heads of Kwame Nkrumah that came to liberate Africa. Like I said, Fela Anikulapo was singing about women and song and food until he got to the United States and got educated. Do you think Nigerians are this? They don't have a single clue of what I'm saying. But when you speak to a Jamaican, when you speak to a true black American or a true black British, you see the urge, the need to come home is there. They will come and help to also build the Africa. Just like Joseph did. Joseph was not children of the rest children. Joseph was the lost one. He knew that Egypt was not his home. When he saw his brothers, he was happy. If you see a true Jamaicans, they love you. When they see you, they know they feel safe.
That Chris, you've made a very strong point, and I wanted to hear that point. You see, have you sat down to brood over the fact that Nigerian elites, those that love life, I want to go to the Caribbean Islands for a vacation. The Caribbean Islands were built. Jamaica is part of the island as well. In fact, probably one of the least developed in the Caribbean. But then they still have a passion for indigenization, indigenous identity. Because when you go there, they speak their language. You see the indigenous culture being amplified. You see the indigenous dress and you see their beaches and all that. Some of the people there are slaves from Nigeria. Some of the people that are better in Jamaica. There are forefathers that were slaves. But it is a mentality issue. You see, Bobali said we have a mental delusion. The Jamaicans, the Caribbeans, they have a mentality of that is desirous of going back home to develop themselves because they have seen. You treat the Nigerian with so much racist attitude, call him a monkey, or they will prefer call me a monkey, but I'm not going back to Nigeria. That's the mentality. But insult a Jamaican, a Caribbean, and make him feel less of himself. He will tell you he has his country. He will go back. He will take his entrepreneurship to his country, and that is why they keep developing. So we need to change our mindset, especially in terms of leadership. These Caribbeans, even
these people you are saying they are willing to come back. Are we willing to give them their home?
Exactly.
That one is another problem.
That is the question I ask us.
Are we willing?
Because that's why I said to every Nigerian, when you see an American, that land you call your own belongs to their forefathers too. You saw them in Badagry. Most of them were brothers and sisters. They took away Evelyn. Then you're paying to tell us the truth. And now, okay, we cannot go back to that. You know what this is so painful? If you're looking for a Nigerian who come here to come home or have the understanding of what I'm saying, because you know there's a song of Manisa. He said, he who feels it knows it.
Yes.
They don't know what is it to be in a land that is not your own. When you are hungry, you're looking for food. How many Nigerians are really, really prominent people in the UK? No. How many of them can say, hey, I am here? When they reach Nigeria, trust me, they are listening to me now. That's when they know I am home. The Jamaicans have never seen a home. They've never feel a home. The Americans have never feel a home. It's an artificial home. Every minute, the white man is looking at their art, looking at what they do, what they didn't do. Those are the people you want to attract to help you build. No, they don't even need you. You need them. You have a resources, you have a human resources that you need to tap on to help to build the African economy. You see, when Joseph was taken to Egypt, Egypt educated him. He grew to becoming a prime minister. So when you are in a foreign land, America has helped us to build some of these black guys in different field. Security, they burn that person, sorry, you know, if the boys in America come home, there will be no insecurity in Nigeria. They burn that idiot. What is insecurity? People when they carry ass. They will make one simple law now. Everybody maybe go carry gun self like America. You coming to rob me, I have my own gun. You like praise.
Mm-hmm.
If you know I have a gun, you're coming to me, you will be careful. So listen, my people, we just need social engineering. And it's not going to happen with us alone. It's a different engineering, my brother. It's the social fabric needs to be restructured. We need to look at where we get it wrong. Today, I couldn't sleep when I was seeing who the black man is. What the black man is made of. Then I came back to Africa and I look at what God has put in Africa. You know, on Sunday now, yesterday, I know how many people went to church to go and disturb the same God.
That increased the disturbance. When you were talking, I just thought of something. Majority of this disturbance, you say people go to not be disturbed, they go disturb God. Let me tell you what happens. There are two kinds of people that go to church. I'm coming. There are two kinds of people that go to church. In Nigeria, for example, faith, that's not so Nigeria. Majority of them are foundation problem. You know, say Nigeria, we like beliefs where some people their sickness, they say na foundation. This one na foundation matter.
I not go worry you. If you don't follow the God when you pass out, you say not mean anything. He gonna follow you, they're gonna pursue you. When I go,
I worry. I make most of that they go to. Now be say they go they beg make Nigeria better. They don't beg God for Nigeria matter. God, that Nigeria's matter now is in our hands. But majority of people when you see for church, now personal problem too much for this country. If it's not marriage problem, you go now husband and wife problem, now family problem, now sickness. Then they throw it tag by any. Then they throw it tag by any for Nigeria. Now. I know young boys they get stroke.
Yes, sir.
Young boys they get stroke.
I can't believe that rubbish before because those are social problems. They are not real. You see,
So now
You
make
see
most
what
people
is
they
so
go
funny?
church. Not be say they love
Evelyn,
go back for Nigeria head.
Evelyn, though, if as at today, everything they do when you they go your work, they come back, they well paid, they see your future. Sunday not gonna be a problem for you. You don't need to worry God on Sunday. When you want to talk to God, like the
At
morning,
all.
God, thank you
I
for
Now
will still go
Thanksgiving,
to
we
giving
still
me
go,
a
we
life.
still go do
yes.
Thanksgiving.
I know,
We'll go and
no,
thank him.
not be that kind God, not be that kind church where I dey go. So I dey go, I dey worship God, but I dey thank God, thank you. I wake up this morning thanking God. Anybody that sleep with me will know when I wake up in the morning, I'll be singing. You understand? Just a praise to God. But that is not the same way as going to disturb this man on Sunday, on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, on Saturday. Hey, what did God do now? When they call person name again and again, I disturbance. If you call me once, hey, Daddy Chris, I'll say, yeah. Daddy Chris, Daddy Chris, Daddy Chris, Daddy Chris. That's not they call God. God not deaf, man. Wait, you go church on Sunday. When I know best, make I talk this one. You know,
You fish out God. You fish out God 10 times. Now only one go because he get power.
God made us in his image and likeness. Evelyn, they tell us that God made us in his image and likeness. You go night vision on Friday. You call God one prayer, second prayer the same God, third prayer the same thing, fourth prayer the same thing. God deaf. You are disturbing him. Talk to him once, he don't hear you. I don't know what I want to ask God from morning till morning. The next day I see the answer. My God not there for. When I don't tell her, he don't hear. I don't understand when I say. So what do you want that they ask from God? When I say that they disturb God, what do they ask from her? For okay, if I go church for Catholic church in those days, 1 hour we don't go home. We say mass, we celebrate this. We say our sin, may God forgive us because we are human beings. And then we move on. What do you want to ask God from 8 a.m. till 3 p.m.? If not be dance to collect money from people. Tell me waiting that they ask from the same God for 3 hours, 5 hours. Now they disturb God.
Now there's an issue with gullibility. It's, for me, religion or Christianity or Islam, whatever, it's a mindset. Like you said, churches for me should not be more than 2 hours, basically, because I get exhausted when I sit for too long. But however, you see, most of these religious people, they have found that both the pagan worshippers, the Islamic worshippers, the Christian leaders, and all, they have found out that Nigerians, especially, they are very gullible. When you even tell, they want you to tell them something.
That's what I have to.
They want you to tell him. Nigerians want you to tell them what they want to hear, what is similar to their situation. And exactly. Most of them, I see them as motivational speakers who are more concerned about being manipulated.
There are people taking
advantage of people. An idea of the Bible.
No,
I wouldn't disabuse that. But it's not a choice of yours.
They are taking advantage of our poor economy. If not,
Chris, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. It will shock you. It will shock you. My mom is in Warri. Now,
okay. When I say I know the religious guys will be angry with me. No, no verse. Wait, though, if you are sick, you know there will be sick people in the world. So I come and say, oh, I can see you. You have fibroid. How many people get fibroid? They will come hook onto the television screen. There's a place to cure fibroid, motherfucker. No, let me talk.
It's not to disabuse any religion, but look at what happened. Look at what happened to my own mother in Warri. Now, the pastors are, because only most of my siblings are not in Warri. Only the girls, and they're in their homes. You know, these pastors come. We ask her to go and empty her account. That you have children, they go and empty your account. Come and sow. Old age sickness now, maybe, and they will just once she's complains of headache, they will say, now this they worry you, now this they worry you. Say now foundation. Oh yeah, you know what you do? Come and sow. A woman, a widow, somebody that is over 80, you tell her to go and empty her account, and the woman will not be able to tell us. She will go and empty her account for you.
Wait, engineer, 80 years old person not supposed to get sickness.
She empties the account and takes to these pastors. Most of them are
Una for
manipulated until
political.
even when you tell her, don't do that again. We don't
for
talk
political
tire, but you know, women at that age.
Engineer, una so go carry
I
that
go
pastor
worry
put
just
her.
now.
You marry Evelyn now, you leave her for one pastor.
No,
Now you cause
they
her.
are they manipulate the gullible. We have very genuine pastors, we have very genuine doctrine, but we have more fake ones. I say it with all conviction.
Anyway,
Most
I don't
of them are
want to talk about
motivational
politics
speakers.
today,
Most
because
of them
I think
are
I don't get enough
manipulators,
enemies.
and not be people like us. Our eyes strong now.
No,
They
engineer,
tell you what you want to hear to
engineer,
extort you.
Mona
I
not let me
mean,
talk
there are
about
certain
church
things that
because I
that
don't
you
get enough enemy reach.
should be logical.
Mona
So my
not let
mom
me
has
talk
been a
about the
victim.
pastors
So I've
because
been
I go
that
talk.
means I'm indirectly I've been a victim. So it's
See,
not your problem. Our problem as a nation, our problem as a nation is people centered. We need to leverage on so many things we've talked about. Leverage on
our
other
problem is
sources
the
of
economy,
income.
poverty. Our problem is poverty. Our problem
That
is
is
poverty. Let me repeat it.
poverty.
Let me repeat 100 times. Poverty number 2, poverty number 3, poverty number 4, poverty. It's not the church.
Who created the poverty? Who created the poverty?
Even the Bible says, by their fruit you shall know them. But we are just ignorant. Because how can a pastor tell you,
Exactly.
go naked if you want to get pregnant?
You want to get pregnant.
And then you can't use your own sense to know it's wrong to do something like that.
Evelyn, you don't know this.
So
Talking about money.
I go watch church one day. Don't let me talk about that
Did
today.
they point
That's
born
not
on
what it's
anyone?
your
about.
choice.
You know,
It's a
I
choice.
always said,
If you
you know what
decide
I-
to
you know
be
what I'm
gullible,
confused.
yeah,
It's
it's
up to
you.
you.
Tomorrow, that's what I want to
Not be
talk
like when our
about.
idol strong. Pastor,
I wanted to talk
you know,
about
guy,
that.
you take push me, make a fall for ground.
Engineer. Oh, no, Evelyn go fall. So they know they touch them before they fall. They know they touch them. They know they touch these people because they look for where they will fall before. I said, Pastor, hey, people go fall on the other side of the river. I said, even Jesus Christ don't do this one. Oh, and if I'm gonna leave me alone. Listen.
Go to arena in London. I've seen it.
Oh, they don't
Go
stop
to
them.
arena. You see for
In fact,
London.
they don't say many of them will be arrested.
That does
It's
not
the
mean
in the
that
UK for
there is
people
no
to be
power.
arrested.
There's power.
That does not mean there's no power.
Daddy Chris, now what have some of these countries?
With our hungry power.
Now, what have some of these
these? They're paranoid. So when hunger don't put you, so can't say anything go to enter your brain. If
Only
you
you could
get
just
it,
ask
fed, you don't
pastor
go fall
ask
anyhow.
at all if you don't chop. Daddy Chris, can I ask a question, please? Now,
Yes,
we've been talking about transformational economies, and of course, the need to leverage on the fact that we shouldn't see ourselves more like slaves. We see ourselves like people that have been more blessed than our colonial masters. Now, majority of the countries around the Americas are countries that were formed by our slave fathers and grandfathers. Now, what are they? Because I see them, I've had friends and colleagues probably that are more buoyant, that have gone to countries that I'm going to mention now for vacation after their wedding. Countries like Antigua and Barbuda, countries like Barbados, countries like St. Kitts and Nevis, Anguilla. These are the Virgin Islands and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia. These are islands that were created by our slave fathers, our slave mothers. Most of these islands, besides the mainlands like Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, these are our brothers, and you name it. Most of these countries, the Jamaicas, Cuba that you talked about, Havana, most of these countries are countries that are slave masters, are created, they were built by slaves. That most of them are still in America today, and they still carry the wealth and go back to America. We use our own wealth. How can a Nigerian, a politician here, you buy a house in London, you buy 2 houses in London, buy a house in Manchester, buy in the US, get in Dubai, and you come Asaba, you get for Asaba, get for Abuja, get for Warri, get in Ogara, get in Kokori and all. Where you want to sleep?
Village food. It's a village food.
We have plenty of them, Daddy K. We have plenty of them.
No, they have village foods. They know what I'm talking. That I'm talking to them. You are village food. You see, this is
and they don't want to develop the country. They don't want to develop themselves.
They don't understand. It's not their fault, engineer. Leave those people alone. Don't waste your time with them. It's not their fault. This is the problem. Let me say this. I am today's show. I said the reason I call on this show is we have the potential black men in Nigeria and around the world, in Africa and around the world today. Don't forget, it was the slave that came from America that come to set up this Nigeria. You know, it's the slaves that set up Liberia. So we have the potential still within the black man to build the African continent. So if you are looking for somebody to help you rebuild Africa, look no further. They are around you. Joseph is there. Joseph is waiting for you to just say, come home. And if they come, you will be proud of Nigeria. You'll be proud of Africa.
Now,
Because
that
what
if you
they
look
have
at
now is knowledge. Obasanjo just said something. I'm going to debate on that one. Obasanjo just said, you people in diaspora, we don't want your money. We want your contact and your knowledge.
your contact,
And your knowledge.
okay.
These guys have the contact. You see, that's why was I angry with her? And when I talk about those slaves, I want to say one that will hurt you now. People like that came to Europe to play football, they were former slaves. They are back home, and some of them didn't even learn what you see. You were taken as a footballer to Europe. You played for some years. You made a lot of money. You couldn't take it home. You are a fool. You are the waste. You see, those guys here, you see, when you come to another foreign land, your job is to learn what is there and take it home. I can't blame Evelyn wanting to come to UK. I can't blame people in Nigeria, the current generation wanting to go to Europe. I cannot blame them. You know what I blame? I blame
Because
us.
the country is suffocating us.
Exactly. Our problem is we refuse to bring Europe home.
Yeah, exactly.
Today, we should not be talking of going to UK. We should have UK in Nigeria already. The Premiership should be in Nigeria. Everything you see should be in Nigeria already. Because we'll be here. When did you play in the Premiership? You come here, come look. Now look, you look. Now forget about it. Today, we don't even have American football. Because Americans are not coming home. We need to beg them to come home. We need to beg those. Every day they come. Yeah. If they come, you will see the transformation. Because they're not going to take that rubbish that you're taking from your president now. They go, hold Tinubu, stand there, my friend. They will not be afraid of death. They go tell them, make it sit down. Make we talk. You people, if there's going to be change, these guys are going to be very serious. Because the reason I know here is the little right we have in the UK today, it was the Jamaicans that lost it, not the Nigerian. There was a time they were abusing black people so much. They burned Bristol down. They burned her down. From that, the black man, they fear black man. Not be Nigerian man. I they talk now, pidgin, they speak. I don't need to glorify them. They go put me for prison for this country. You hear the language I speak? These guys are not going to be scared of you. They have the knowledge. They're not going to be scared. In fact, Fulani Esme, they go put them where they belong. Where they go make them, even they make the cow, we go to export beef. Simple technology. Now, why can the Fulani man be a problem with the person that have crops? Your biggest blessing is your biggest cost today. You lack leadership. And the leadership I'm talking about, have you ever heard me use the word corruption? African leaders are not corrupt. They're stupid. To call this book corrupt would be an insult to corrupt people. If you got nothing here, don't go and take policy, don't take position. I will not go and take an office if I know I cannot deliver. Because when you are there, you are dragging the destiny of very many people down. It's not only your destiny, you're even dragging the destiny of the black man in Europe down. Because we are now today, after my lecture today, you now know that we are interconnected. The destiny of the black man in America, the one in the Caribbean, and the one in Africa is one destiny. We need to raise it so
That
that
is-
their children will not suffer what we've been through. Go on, sir.
Now, yesterday on the news, on the internet, I was pained with what I saw. Ghanaians right now are out all over the streets. They are asking Nigerians to leave Ghana. They are asking Nigerians to leave Ghana. You can see the level of, it's not just leadership, we have citizen failure. As citizens, we have failed. That since Ghana, this was a fallout from the Igbo man who gave himself a title Ezedimbo in an area in Ghana. The thing provoked Ghanaians. And the Ghanaians are even angry with their ministry and Ministry for Foreign Affairs, the immigration, and their president, that they have not said a policy statement on that. That based on that, they are out on the street and Nigerians must leave. That since Nigerians came, they've been human trafficking. The Nigerians, they even took sniding remarks on their own indigenous who are landlords giving Nigerians houses, that they just pack people to Ghana, 20, 30, 40 people in 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom flats, doing Yahoo, into kidnapping and robbery. They made reference to the Ghanaian that was killed, Ghanaian staff that was killed by one chance in Abuja. It hurt them deeply. And as it is, that Ghanaians must leave. Nigerians have a problem. We need to give ourselves a better image globally because we have good Nigerians.
Thank you.
Even in the Ghana, you have a lot of good Nigerians that are into video, that are into entrepreneurship, that are into commerce. But majority of them are bad. Why do we want a transformational change in leadership? What about followership?
Let me remind you, before you finish blaming Ghanaian, there's one bag will say Ghana must go. I mean, you never know.
I'm not blaming them.
You know what they call Ghana must go, that bag.
Yes.
It didn't come from nowhere.
That time.
And when Nigeria say make Ghana come up for Nigeria.
Yes, that's true.
So
and that's why most of them left, all the teachers.
So they can't.
It was
must go. They are Ghana back to take their things, their belongings.
It was in the 80s. They packed all their things, and most of our teachers then were Ghanaians. They left. We lost so many things because these people left. There was so much vacuum in the teaching profession.
You know the challenge. The challenge is this. Today, I talk about the black man. I don't know whether you are African. I'm not even a Ghanaian a country. Ghana is a name somebody gave to you, you stupid man. Nigeria is a name somebody gave to you, you're a stupid person.
Ghana is Gold Coast.
Yeah, they gave them Gold Coast, they turn out to this, you stupid. That's not your name. Your name, you are Africans. This whole stupid division doesn't exist. The black man is what I talk about today. And it's sad to hear this. Let me tell you where the black man is. The black man at home continue to destroy. The one because that you are in America, the slave you sold is not enough. You still destroy the little home they have to come back to. You guys gonna go to hell. That Africa does not belong to you alone. It belongs to people who are suffering here. Your parents dispossessed so many people and they're still suffering it. You need to wake up that know that country called Nigeria does not belong to your ass alone. It belongs to people here. Whatever damage you cause, it affects them. Do you understand that? Anytime Nigeria fails, the black man fails. The image of the black man fails with your stupid leadership.
Nigeria is failing because the people we are not helping at all. We are failing ourselves. Because I don't see a reason why your country is failing, and then you go to someone's country and want to be superior in someone's land. How can you go to someone's country and buy more than 5 acres of land that you want to build a palace as an Igbo king? You want to be a king in someone's country. You want to rule in someone. It doesn't make sense. Because I feel their pain as well.
You don't see land for Igbo land build. It's a very stupid man anyway. You see, anyway, sometimes the person will go and play a bit and small. But anyway, but for me, wherever it is, Africa is Africa. You understand? It should be allowed to create what I want to. You know what I want to say? Those people should allow him to build the palace. He goes soon die and leave the land.
Those people, they have their own culture, they have their own tradition. So you can't bring in your own culture and tradition from your country to another man's country. You want to corrupt their culture, or you want them to live in your own rule, or I don't get why you would do something like that.
The African culture is the same. The African culture is the same. The Ghana doesn't have a different destiny from Nigeria. So all this borrowed culture, when they gave you Nigeria and Ghana, who draw that map for you? Tell them to shut up. I don't believe in Ghana. I don't believe in Nigeria. I don't believe in the African boundaries. I'm talking about the black man today. They should allow the Igbo man to build it. He will die. The land belongs to God. It will remain in Ghana. Build that now. I bet. You know what I say? Come and build your mansion in Uganda. You go soon die. The thing with them to develop the place. The Ghanaians are stupid. A foolish man that want to build in Ghana is building a land. Let him build the palace. He will soon die, and the palace belongs to who?
This Igbo man, what are you building a palace in Ghana for?
Evelino, when that idiot dies, Evelino, when the idiots die, who go get the house? His children will come inherit him. Why the Ghanaians wasting their time? Why won't fight such a fool? I allow him to build.
See, it is not about the building. It is not about the building alone that the key.
Yes.
The pain, the kidnapping, the stealing. There's more armed robbery, more kidnapping, more stealing, and human trafficking going on are all perpetrated by Nigerians in Ghana. So that is where they have an issue. They have an issue with a destructive mentality of Nigerians coming into Ghana. We have good Nigerians doing good businesses in Ghana, especially those into entrepreneurship and commerce. But we have more of them that are miscreants.
Can you imagine how sad this is? This is very sad. You know, and you see, I don't blame. When I look at a Nigerian, his behavior, it's like you see a girl. I love what I was having a chat with the and he said, in every girl he see in that prostitute say, he sees Domitila. That's why he made the film Domitila. Do you understand? You should ask yourself, what has made this person become what he is or what she is? A girl is a prostitute. How come she is a prostitute? Who asked that question? The boy is a Yahoo boy. How come he is a Yahoo boy? If you don't think like that, you are a big person.
Instead, we are tackling.
Yes, you are tackling the surface.
That's very important.
I want to ask myself, how come Nigerians? What brought Nigerians to this level?
Where are our youths going to? Where are youths going there?
Exactly. Let us solve that problem.
Let us solve the problem and keep the youths here. Look at about how many Nigerians went to Equatorial Guinea that they wanted to. In fact, that's human slavery. That they wanted to go and do a walk. I saw it on the internet too. They started complaining that Nigerians should help them. They want to come back to Nigeria, and most of them that run away from Nigeria, they go what they go and do in some of these countries are things that they will not even do in Nigeria. So if you know you have that talent that you can do, why don't you start it up?
It was serious when we go Europe newly. The guy old women, where would they run follow? Now I say all these old women will not go follow for Nigeria. Now they laugh.
I lie.
With a weird tie, they prepare for a weekend like Christmas. If you see the old woman where they run follow, so Jesus Christ. Today when you look back, you look how much you understand? How much you have abused yourself. But hey, you see, it's not me then. It's what brought me to that.
Exactly.
See, because I paid that price, I don't want any other person to pay. So you now make a better way. Okocha told me that he was saying on one interview that the first time you know that it's something called racism was when he got to Europe. When you start to play for them, you're entertaining them, they're calling you a monkey. In not paying you, say make you go set up your own football team for home. You remain a slave. Nobody can help you. Mary, where do they come from? Where are they vex? I don't understand where my agony come from. Then now you can hear something. I have problem with many of us. A country, a set of people, not a country, I don't believe in the word country. The black race that refuse to feed themselves are my challenge. The black race remains a slave today. until we control our own resources and decide our destiny and say our daughters cannot be this, our daughters can only be this. They can no more prostitute. Sometimes I like the Arab people. You may not agree with them, that is religion, but I agree with them. You don't see their daughters prostituting. If they catch you, you know what they will do you. That is the people that make a decision for themselves. That is how we want to live. These are the kind of children we want to produce. The black man, not Nigeria, not Ghana, the black man need to get up and say, this is what we want to see of the black man. And it will come to pass. This whole little fight, Ghana, Nigeria, it paid me for it. But it has no place in history. Let's go on a break. I didn't know, I thought we were going to have less talk today and actually look at the papers. I can see some green, white, green. Let's just go on a break and when we come back, we'll take a look at the papers. And please don't go away. We will. This show is always too long. Let's go. We're going to cut this off shortly, very, very shortly. But let's take a look at one commercial. We'll take a look at the papers and we'll go.
Find your sanctuary in the heart of the city. Live the life you deserve in an exquisite apartment. SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos, is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to SRTV Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious SRTV Real Estate family. Why choose us? Prime location, nestled in the heart of Lagos, close to key attractions, business hubs, and vibrant nightlife. Modern interiors, fully furnished, stylish apartments designed to provide the ultimate comfort. Luxury redefined, vacation perfected. 24/7 security. Enjoy peace of mind with round-the-clock security and CCTV surveillance. Top-notch amenities, high-speed Wi-Fi, smart TV, air conditioning, fully equipped kitchen, and lots more. Perfect for business travelers, family vacations, romantic getaways, special events, and more. Book your stay today and experience Lagos like never before. Call +234 8143 582856 or +447 4388 93190 or email us at realestate@secureradioandtelevision.com. SRTV Shortlet Apartment, where comfort meets luxury.
Welcome back, people. This is Rise and Shine on the African Renaissance Television. That Chris is on the way in London, and Evelyn and Mishak are all there in Nigeria, Sabah. Today, we'll be looking at who the black man is, what the potential of the black man, and where we are falling short. I am of the opinion that the black man in the round world need to come together and pave one destiny. Divided, we have black in the Caribbean, black in America, black in the UK, black in Africa, you are destroyed. We need to come together and speak as a race because we are one race. I don't believe in the continent or those who belong to one Ghana, one this, that, no. But I believe in the black. And if we choose that, maybe we can begin to pave the way. I'm of the opinion that just like Joseph, we should bring Joseph home to help us to develop because in Africa, God gave us everything. And the black man have everything. Today now we are mentally stronger than before. We are physically stronger than before. The land is still there for us. That we're not doing it. We're nobody to blame. It's ourselves. And I know that many of you want to call yourself Ghanaians, you want to call yourself Kenyans, some of you are Nigerians, some are Guinean, some are Francophonian, some of them are Anglophonian, foolishly. You're black people. And in fact, the true word is you're African. So let's live with that. Like Peter Tosh said, if you will, you will come from, as long as you're a black man. You're not. That's what I'm talking about today. And it's gonna, I know why I'm alone in this. I'm preaching this to Nigerians who don't understand what I'm saying. because you've not seen what it means to be a black man. I mean, the kind of discrimination you see in Nigeria is Yoruba man, Hausa man, Ghanaian, this and that. You not know what it means to be a black man in the world. I'm more disappointed in those who have tasted it, like Kosha will tell you. He has been to where the white man is, and he knows his position. Ask him whether he was so important here. Osimhen, on the field alone, he said nobody in Turkey. Osimhen is somebody to worship in Africa. Where would Osimhen want to live this life? Remain a slave or go and be in the great South Africa? If you want to be in Africa, this day is the time to help to do that. You see, the Ministry of Sport, I was looking at that and I said, hey, Nigeria could excel in sport. We should have the premiership now. Who's going to build it other than Osimhen, other than Kosha, other than Kanu? These are the people that have the pedigree to build it. We need to bring them, sit them down. You know, I want to sit them down. Let them brainstorm and give us premiership in Nigeria, in Africa, not even in Nigeria. You see, now we have the African footballers. Samuel Eto'o is there. You understand? These boys are now home. You know what they're doing? They become national coach. Have you seen it? That's where their career ends. They need leadership. I don't blame Samuel Eto'o. I don't blame Okosha. I don't blame Drogba. But if there is a coordination, these boys will bring beauty into the African football. But there need to be leadership. Somebody will put them on the table and say, this is what we should be doing. This is where we're coming from. This is where we should be going. And they will play football in Africa. We cannot continue to be going and play, entertain Europeans like they took us to come and work and they will come home. Yeah. Nobody did this to us, so we're doing it ourselves. Let's take a look at more paper because I go insult many people. If I not take time, the day they will beat me, and I go see her because I'm not good friend. So I don't enter this one again. Who your friend said that, Chris? I mean, you know anybody when they talk good about me? You know they politicians are not like me. They go ready to they bury me today. Who Muslim don't want to see me at all. The pastors, that the Chris now the first. Who be your friend that the Chris? I don't know. They ask myself. At this time I go to start to they come this way. I don't get. Every who be my friend. You know what?
My God, Jesus.
Okay, okay. These are not my friend. I'm not be the pastor. If you say the pastor are my friend, then they hit me fast. All right, let's take a look at one paper at least before we go.
All right, let's look at the Punch.
Wonderful.
The major headline there says that fuel war brews as Dangote presses Tinubu to ban imports. It's shocking to hear that we're still importing fuel, having lifted the subsidy. The writer goes on to say, Ipman, Petron, pushback, warn against monopoly. Dangote insists on Nigeria first policy. I think I want to agree with Dangote invariably.
I agree, because, 100%. I agree.
100%. Because
in the UK, when we talk of television content, 70% of what you show on your television must be made in the UK. It's not discrimination. It's every country. What is Donald Trump doing? He's telling you America first.
Yes.
But you know what I want to say? Dangote, it should be Africa first.
Yes.
Let's be clear. We cannot run Nigeria alone. Let's make it Africa first. Do you understand? The African man that produce something in Ghana should have free market in Nigeria. So Dangote, you have a bigger market for your product. Don't be foolish. But there's need for Africa first. I want to say that there's need for Africa.
No, its major concern is on the continuous importations by Ipman and some of the cabal. They have tried different forms of propaganda to stop Dangote. Say they have said it's sulfur fuel. They have said the fuel lacks low octane. They've given different narratives.
Now we get them. We complain. We cry.
We not complain. No, now the people when they make money from inside.
No mind them.
Nigerians are fighting
see
him.
as our women fine. If you say not fine, now your problem. Now our women, now you want to sleep with her, it concern you.
I
Not
wonder.
one user. Every now we get her.
And I will get her.
We get that now, but since we are our own enemy, there's
I
no way we
know.
will be stealing enough if
I
we should
know.
focus on our own. That's the reason why
Agree.
they are fighting to fight.
In terms that today, the only man that managed to give us a refinery is not going through hell.
That states cannot
It's
give.
really
Well,
sad.
all the south states should have had their own personal refineries. The south
That will not
states.
be, not be the problem of our governors. That they could go construct roads. Muna not let me talk so that they go leave me alone.
I not talk. We'll continue with the paper. No,
I
not
beg,
talk.
go on,
Leave
sir. Go on, Molwe.
Yes. Professor Netanyahu Goshwe Iwada is the right man for the job, says APC. That is their own. Still on the top right-hand corner of the Punch, it said APC defends Iwada amidst fierce opposition from INEC ties. And of course, that's on page 8. And on page 2, states on high alert as Adamawa flood dealt to rises. Yes, and not just here, states need to be on high alert because there's so much rain since the beginning of this July. It's been raining cats and dogs every day all over Nigeria. It's not restricted to region. Let's look at the Nigerian Tribune. The Nigerian Tribune, all of them are still talking about
the central state. I mean, see, give me the picture. I bless that they see Tompolo for there.
Yes, Tompolo, they're right. They're on the right. If you zoom, you look at the picture very well. You have the APC chairman in the center, and you have the president on
Is that the current APC chairman? Such a young man.
Yes, he's a professor. He's not a young man. He's your age mate. Okay. He's a professor. The people that are causing problems for us, you see what your generation has done to us.
Right.
And they are causing problems. We have talked and talked. Like I said, the end of the year, even the very dark man, the only voice, they want to silence him from all angles. But I love the man's strength. And if he join us, more very dark men to be talking the way we are talking, Nigeria go better one day. It's a sad one. It's a sad one. People are just getting enriched. Yeah. Getting enriched at the expense of citizens. People are getting enriched. Okay, yes. These politicians, why don't they restore education? You are in the UK. Your children can be going to school in the UK. I don't have issues with that. But I have issues with the politician that is in Nigeria, for example, and you are paying school fees ahead for somebody that has not even entered the university. I'm talking of Yaya Bello, for example. They have not entered the university. You pay with taxpayers' money. You are paying school fees. Your children you are here governing us in Nigeria.
It's a very
big one. You are here in Nigeria killing the educational sector, taking money for budget. Your children, you show us when they are graduating, you travel to their graduation. The whole of England, I think this July, there were a lot of graduations in England. We saw most of them posting their children. They went for graduation.
In September, you will see more. You see more fools.
They will come and show their children that graduated. They'll be flaunting. Meanwhile, the educational system, you are killing it.
They say not go get place for Nigeria. No worry, engineer. They not get place for Nigeria. Maybe you don't come teach them. 90% of them don't want to come home. Tell me, the ones you bring here, in one stay Europe, you be -1. Engineer, don't worry about them.
Exactly.
They free the space for other people to excel. Because you've expelled your child from the system. You don't take off from the system, you have expelled yourself from your children. Because your children will not come and inherit. If the body not bring the daughter back, the daughter not for be house of rep. You can't live by here now.
Yes, now.
You understand? So maybe they expel them. There's nothing God will not do. There will be an exchange of slave trade. Those people are slaves, the children will come and replace those that are slaves here. Why those who are slaves will be going home to inherit their father's land? Most of you will be expecting your children to become slaves in Jesus' name. Not because I'm home. You see the try what's happening.
Let's
go on, sir.
Let's look at the Vanguard.
They don't give Tompolo more money. Now why can't they come up with the paper again? What did they do? They congratulate president. I don't know.
The miracle of Rabat on the Vanguard front page. Big headline there. The Nigerian Super Falcons overcame a resilient Morocco. They said how we overcame the Moroccans by Super Falcons, and it was termed the miracle of Rabat, recalling the 1989 miracle of Daman, where we defeated Saudi Arabia. And of course, that's a good one there. If you didn't
let me
follow,
talk. Evelyn, make I ask one question. Now, Evelyn, I go ask.
Ask. Oh.
Do you think football is a healthy sport for women?
Yes, nah.
Yes, nah.
Okay,
Now
okay.
part of exercise as well.
Yeah, but because
Every human should exercise.
And the way God created woman before, He created them so sensitive. Oh. This Greek, body, and they fear.
Daddy K, I know you are not saying this because you feel women are sensitive. You are saying this because of something else, the culture. You feel women should just be housewives.
No, Evelyn. Women
feel that the only
sex. Women they menstruate every month. Men not they menstruate. Women are
not me. They get with it everywhere.
Engineer. Women get breast.
Basketball is not going on. Not be
women get
breast. Footballers, their breast.
When they say they feel pikin, make a talk. Women get breast.
You know me. They get
make them come up from here. No, don't get me.
No,
make I talk my own.
We should go and sit down and not do anything just because we are women.
Basketball is not straight up.
Let me ask a question. I say, is it a healthy sport?
Your question has been answered.
Well,
let's continue with the rider there.
My only come they judge me. Now come they defend myself.
Why is the direction of your question? Where is your question heading to, Daddy K?
No,
what are you driving at? Are you trying to tell us that women are not supposed to be doing things like that? Women are not supposed to be involved in sports because we are what? We are women. You feel we are inferior? Because I know where your question is driving at.
That is a racist question, right?
That.
No, let me ask a question. It's a racist question. I know they're gonna attack me.
It's a demeaning question.
There are some sports. I expect men to play. I expect women to play. Woman come the red flag, go up, back. What of when message come? Now God creator, not be me. What of me? Now me, that woman they give breast for here. Now me, men get. Man and woman are the same. You don't tell us to find. That's why engineer fine.
No issues with that. The women are not complaining. We are African champions.
No, I'm okay. Engineer, you don't say you be Popo. Don't make Evelyn answer me because you don't talk to Popo. Evelyn go answer me.
Oh, yeah,
a true African man go ask the same question when I ask. I don't say they go best, so I only ask if it's a healthy sport. An only question I ask: is it a healthy sport for women? That's the question.
Yes,
it's a healthy sport. Yes.
Then
it's healthy.
Then when you they judge me now, I go defend myself. Why I ask? If not otherwise.
All right, let's look at the top right-hand corner of the Vanguard as we round up. The top right-hand corner there, you are going to be seeing it, and we're looking at the money that's been looted. ADC is coming out to say that there should be an audit, $21 billion loan audit. If you change that to Naira, it's about 200 trillion Naira. ADC demands full audit of the last 10 years loans. As they tagged the Presidency, National Assembly, APC, they are numb. Still on top there, that was in page 12.
And they did that before. Don't mind the stupid people.
State of the nation.
Now I want to probe the same government. But I leave us alone. Those are cheap politics.
State of the nation. With the current system, a saint will loot Nigeria. Professor Anya A. Anya said so in some page 14. State of the nation. With the current system, a saint will loot Nigeria. Even your age group, they have lost hope too. They are making us scared. He said a saint will loot Nigeria.
If you imagine what the man is saying, is that Nigerians do one mistake, and maybe we should make that discussion tomorrow. Nobody is born corrupt. I know the system could corrupt you.
It's the system.
So if you live in the UK and you can get away with crime, we'll be committing crime. The only reason you don't do it is because you know when they get you, you're going to go to prison. So there should be stiff penalties for wrongdoings.
For which people? Daddy Chris, is it the people that are look? These people appoint the judges. They appoint Supreme Court judges. They appoint Court of Appeal judges. When they say go, we see in court because they know they have strangulated the system. So discussions like this will become transformational. When people get to understand as we speak day in, day out, There will be a flow of knowledge. People are isolated. They are limited in their scope and understanding because of it is what you can't give what you don't have. The mentality of governance right now, of our style of democracy, is like a career. Go in, grab, shake your share. Go in, grab, take your share. Build hotel, build your house for village, build house for city. Not to work
and
for
you
the
see
people.
them, man. They think they are genius. So you know what make me laugh, eh? You know what make me laugh? Anytime they are there, they think they are very intelligent. That's why they are there. You understand? Because they are now have opportunity to loot money. They are very intelligent people. So they continue to loot. And they make themselves important. And that's the highest stupidity we see in our time. Engineer, we're going to try and call off the show today because our show is always getting.
No one
Yes,
is
thank
holding
you.
them accountable now. There's no
Yes.
one holding them accountable because
Exactly.
how can you be in a system that trial will be going on for more than 5 years? They're still
Yeah.
doing trial. How
In
do you
fact-
call that?
In fact,
Ha.
somebody went to my hotel in Nogara. There's a place I built where I thought I would rest when I come. The guys, they loot all the television and the ACs and all of it. Now they took the matter to court. The judge is keep postponing it, thinking it's going to frustrate me. And I said, the day I go face that man. This one when he did so, the day I go face Sam. And that judge, the day now your picture, they never tell her who I be. Now a picture now I go show for the whole Nigeria. I go pay, they publish the man for all Nigerian newspaper. He go not say meet one idiot. I never answer him. I go humiliate him. You understand? But this is the kind of things we see. I can handle him. Can somebody else do? It's very sad. It's very sad.
Very sad.
Anyway, let's call today a quit. We've done. Let's say we've done some justice to what we're discussing today. The black man is so blessed with everything. God has put it in your land. Like I always cry out. Now in those days, 9 manna fall from heaven. Don't you ever wait for rain to water your crops again. That is an insult to God. Don't wait for crops, ordinary crops or grasses to feed your animals. The system has been weather structured that you no more go there. Europeans don't carry animals on the street to go and look for what to feed them with. You see the tribal we have. This is time to now take control because God has given the knowledge to us. He has given us knowledge to use water. He has given us the water. He has given us knowledge to feed our animals. He has given us ranches. We can even come up with a better ranches than the one they have now. A ranches that will be more suitable for the African beef. We need to do this. And the time to do it is now. You know the problem I have with Nigerians today? Everybody eye there abroad. Abroad when you get tomorrow. Like I said, those of us when they here, when no one go home, I only one message for them. If you die, they will come bury you here. Ancestors of Oyibo people now they will beat you, even when you don't die. Do you want to join your ancestors or you want to join the ancestors of Oyibo? Meaning you suffer racism on earth, they go suffer racism for help. I'll be here when you go. Now you know, because the last time I checked, there is no Saint Ogbebire Catholic Church. That is where I end the show. Until we have Saint Ogbebire St. Achaiku Catholic Church, we have a problem. Everything go dey laugh. Thank you very much for joining me, my people. It's time for us to have our saint. It's time to have Saint Ogbebire. It's time to begin to baptize our children in our own name.
Saint Meshach.
Meshach not be his name. You never tell me his true name. Then one day we go know his true name. Because African man, no, they give. When they be good luck, Jonathan, that is not African. We know, I go talk, but not let me talk. You don't get roots, you don't get foundation. Oh, in fact, those people in America are trying to get their name back. You are selling your name. Which kind of people will pay? You know, have you seen? I know my friend from Jamaica. They answer Kwame Nkrumah. Those guys in America, especially Jamaicans,
Those are Ghanaians.
they want to answer African names. In fact, when this man, you know, the only person we gave a name, this our son returned, they gave him a name, Malcolm X, because he refused to answer his own name. When he reached Africa, we come to Nigeria. He came to Nigeria. We can say Oluwole. You understand? Meaning the son return. You understand? So that man is trying to find his root. You they sell your root when God give you now. You say the name when Papa give you, the African name not suit you. You want to answer your own name. Who are you? Now, question I ask you, that's where we end the show.
Who are you to say you want to answer Meshach?
I don't know where Meshach come from. You don't get better name for people and Meshach be your name.
Meshach.
Wow. I only talk my house because of Ukure. You know where they call Ukure? If you don't go man, you know. Ukure now they are asset. Now they wash our when you do bad, now they follow you. If you do good, they will support you. That's where we end the show. My name is Daddy Chris, and this is Evelyn Abish. And Elisha, can you give us another name?
Meshach.
Shoma, this is Shoma. This is Shoma and who?
Who?
Give
are
us
you?
your-
What is your identity? Give us your local name.
Chukwunwike.
Hey,
None of my quality.
okay. Shoma, and this is Ogbebire. That's how we end the show today. Let me repeat this. Chukwunwike,
Thank you.
this is Shoma, and this is Ogbebire. We'll see you tomorrow. When we'll be here. Okay. Thank you very much.
Just
and
not
God
go back
bless you.
and call you. Thank
These are the quiz
God
number.
bless
Your friends this year. Bye for now.
Find your sanctuary in the heart of the city. Live the life you deserve in an exquisite apartment. SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos, is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to SRTV Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious SRTV Real Estate family. Why choose us? Prime location, nestled in the heart of Lagos, close to key attractions, business hubs, and vibrant nightlife. Modern interiors, fully furnished, stylish apartments designed to provide the ultimate comfort. Luxury redefined, vacation perfected. 24/7 security. Enjoy peace of mind with round-the-clock security and CCTV surveillance. Top-notch amenities, high-speed Wi-Fi, smart TV, air conditioning, fully equipped kitchen, and lots more. Perfect for business travelers, family vacations, romantic getaways, special events, and more. Book your stay today and experience Lagos like never before. Call +234 8143 582856 or +447 4388 190.